asked me what I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life. I said, bro, I'm coaching life. They asked me what I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life. I said, bro, I'm coaching life.
Same question I asked, yo.
You know damn well they paid 50.
Yo, they had to. It's got like 2 million views.
50 will run down on them niggas if
Yo,
they get paid.
I was in the bar like, yo, what is this? What's happening? I was in, because of course I'm coming back from the trip, which we're gonna get into in a little bit of detail later. I just wanted to introduce that song.
They had that on in the
That was on in the club, nigga. That was in the club. I was like, yo, what's happening? But what they did was they played the 50 Cent version first, and I'm like, all right, yeah, this is vibes. I didn't even know they was playing this shit out here like that. Then they switched over to this one, and it's my man Mike Towers.
That's fire.
His name is spelled crazy. I didn't ever seen Mike spelled this way. It was Myke.
Oh yeah, he's artsy.
He's Spanish. You know what I'm saying? His name is probably Miguel,
okay.
but he just went with Mike Towers for whatever. This came out like maybe 3 years or 2 years ago or something like that, apparently. But it was my first time hearing it.
They had the 50
and I was
Cent
inside the club.
Question sample. That's hard, yo.
Man.
You know, 50 Cent don't play about people.
How you get that sample? Like, yo, you can't just be using that like that. I don't think.
Nah, you can't. That's.
I might have snitched on him. He might not even known the shit was out.
Nah, Fifth, get your bread. You a black man. He owes you.
Yeah,
yo.
he definitely
you
owe
made
you
that a
some
classic,
You
brother.
see how 50 Cent ran down on Tierra Marie.
Right.
Yo, that's
Still on her.
He run down on everybody, yo.
He's still on her head.
Yes.
To this day.
Yeah. But without further ado, obviously we have a guest, the first female guest on the Coach Class pod.
Woman guess.
Woman guest. I was female. That was. I don't know if that's disrespectful. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. Neither here nor there. Great friend, known you for years. Always a great energy, and also the owner of Black Girl Horror.
Hey guys.
We got OG Kendreezy in the building,
The OG.
in the flesh,
Hey.
in the flesh.
What episode is it? How many have we done now? Like
is this-
3, 4?
Maybe 4?
It's probably 4 now.
I think like 4.
Yeah.
I think we got like 4.
So we appreciate
because with the
support.
pandemic in the beginning, we got a little nervous.
I did the Zoom one.
Yeah. Overly cautious Kendra.
think I was
Kendra was
there.
like, nah, I'm not coming out the house, yo. I'll be on Zoom, yo.
You remember what it was like?
Nigga, that shit was scary.
We ain't
yo.
had vaccines yet or nothing.
Yeah,
Nah,
we thought it was the end of the world,
It's the end of the
yo.
world at that
We thought it was the end of the world, yo.
Listen.
How's everything been going though with Black Girl Horror?
Pretty good. So the last time I was here, I talked about how I was starting a book club.
Yes.
And we are on month 3.
Yes.
So it's been going really well so far. I've been getting lots of engagement with the book club and everything. So this month's book is called Mexican Gothic. Everybody still has time to grab it and read it if they want to join.
Ah.
So, and then this is going to be my first in-person meeting. We've been doing the book club meetings on Zoom.
Oh.
But when we had the February meeting, somebody came up with the idea of, since the book is called Mexican Gothic, let's do a Taco Tuesday meetup. So, if anybody's interested in joining the book
I'll
club,
pull up.
let
I'll
me
pull
know.
up.
Okay.
Just to support.
That's
Just to
right. When is
support.
that? You
Just to
definitely got to
support.
give the details on that. I might
Yeah.
put a link in the bio or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll definitely
drop.
promote it. Just let us
Awesome.
know and yes.
Right.
So
All
when'd
right,
you
Leveling
when'd you start
the book club or this book?
book club?
January was the first.
I remember you were saying it on last time you was
Yeah.
on. Because you was right before the visuals. She might have been the last episode before we did
Yeah, it
visuals.
was.
Because
It
you
was
out
the
of
last
town, Zay.
episode before
Remember,
the
it was
visuals.
like,
Yeah.
you was like, yo,
That's
you
exactly
said
what it was.
Kendra? I was like, we gonna have her back, yo. We gonna have her back, yo.
I was like, I wanted her to be the first guest, but
Yeah, we wanted you to be the
you know,
first
it all
one.
worked out well. We've had
Yes.
nothing but fantastic guests anyway, so.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we lit.
Yeah.
Everybody's having fun, getting back to reading and everything. So I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned before, Black Girl Horror, how's that been going? The growth with
Good.
that.
Yeah, just doing well.
I've been watching.
I'm loving the write-ups.
Been watching.
I'm loving the write-ups, champ.
It's doing well.
It's exciting.
We need you back after that Jordan Peele movie too.
Oh, I can't
just went to
wait.
the theater and they had
You
a
saw the
new
trailer?
preview. It definitely looks like it's going to
Nope.
be.
What's it called
It's called
again?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have y'all seen the news about Daniel Kaluuya?
No, what happened?
I couldn't bring myself to read the article because it seems like he's getting wild. They saying he in the sunken place.
Really?
They saying he firing his staff, listening to some healing woman or something. Like she's like running his life or something. I couldn't read the article.
That's when you get into
Wow.
the money.
My lady just put me on, yo.
For real, it's like
Wow.
that, like
Yeah,
that.
women be knowing, yo.
Wowzers. Kendra is a detective anyway. Kendra could help Batman, yo. Kendra would be like, I know where he is.
Like I couldn't even read the article. That had me sad. I was like, I don't need the details. Like
I gotta research that
not
because I like
the
Daniel.
sunken place.
Daniel
Yeah,
was cool,
me
man.
too.
He's another one of those across the pond blacks
Yes.
that's killing the acting game right now, right?
Did y'all watch what was it, the Black Messiah?
Yes.
Yeah, he was
Amazing.
really good in that.
Amazing.
Killed it.
Amazing.
That's why I'm like, he
Amazing.
can't be going out
You
like
can't
this.
kill Fred Hampton like that, and then
And
what
then out
the
here
alleged
get
shit that we
wild.
hearing right now, you can't be wilding.
Yeah.
Somebody gotta check on him.
Yeah,
so-
but I mean, like Rich and Zay was saying, that fame and that
Yeah.
power, that's why I probably wouldn't even hang with nobody. Once we get to that success level, I'm not fucking with y'all niggas. Like, I'm staying around my family and
At least
shit,
it's
yo.
recorded. It's recorded.
Yeah, like, yo, so don't think I'm weird.
Right.
Like, if we doing business, that's one thing. But yeah, like, once you start,
I don't hang around a lot of niggas now.
Yeah.
So it's not.
Okay.
That won't be a
niggas
big
be
thing
thinking
for
I'm
me.
petty. I'm just like, yo, I like me time, yo. I
Yeah.
like,
There's nothing wrong with that.
and we have a stressful career as well. So it's like,
Absolutely.
I just want to relax.
You definitely gotta decompress.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm happy y'all finding avenues, man. Podcast, book,
Blog,
plus
yes.
the other blog.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Can't get no better than that.
And you see, I had to represent for Jimmy Bones today.
Come on.
I saw the bones.
Jimmy Bones.
I saw the bones.
My son Jimmy.
Bone. Yo, you love that movie,
you
love that movie, yo.
What is that?
Yo,
People
love
really
Bones.
be judging me, but I love Bones.
I remember
Like,
you bringing it up
Bones is
at
wild,
work.
dog.
It's such a wild movie.
I gotta go
Yeah.
back and watch. It's been a minute. I feel like that was damn
Yo
near
was
black
creeped out by
exploitation
Bones.
type
I really was like, what it came out? Maybe like 2000 or something.
Yeah.
10, 11 years old, afraid of Snoop Dogg.
Whenever he wore the hat, yo, you be like,
Yes.
no, yo, that's
With the
Bones.
switchblade and everything. No, I was like,
That's hilarious, yo.
That's why you
extra
gotta
scary when he
respect
got the
Snoop,
hair
man.
pressed out.
Yeah. And you kind of brought me to the next thing I was thinking of, as far as with Black History Month, just passing.
Women's History Now, right?
Women's History.
Yeah, now
Shout out Women's History.
Women's History Month. Because, black women just slide right on into Women's History Month.
Yo, what would you say is your favorite horror movie with an African American lead role?
Well, everybody knows Get Out is my favorite. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to try to think of something else.
No, that's
I feel like
fire, that's
too
fire.
easy. But Get Out really is my favorite.
Damn, that's a hard question to throw on the spot.
Yeah.
I know you're a cinephile though. You got it in your
I
head.
would say I really love Tales from the Hood. I know that's like, not just one character
Classic.
or whatever, but that
The narrator
really
guy
classic.
was mad creepy.
Yes.
What is his name, yo?
He just passed away not too
Yeah,
long
he
ago.
did. He definitely did. Yeah.
Rest
I'm
in
drawing a blank
peace,
on his
bro.
name.
Tales from the Hood.
Oh, I know. So a lot of people say this is not a horror movie, but it scared me. Eve's by You.
Okay, yeah,
So that's
yeah.
my
You
favorite.
always talk about that movie.
Samuel Jackson.
Sam, yo,
Word
Sam
to
is a legend,
Jack,
yo.
man.
For a long time, I hated Megan Good because of she got Samuel L. Jackson killed in that movie.
I didn't peep that.
It was all her fault.
My bad, real quick. Rosewood used to creep me out, yo.
Rosewood.
That's why they burned the town down, right?
Yeah, yo.
Nah, it was a lot of like.
With like Esther Roll, like Florida Evans from Good
Yes.
Times. Yeah, that movie creeped me out when I was a kid, yo.
Yeah. And you kind of that leads me to a topic you brought up a while ago. You was like, yo, why does everything have to be about black trauma, yo?
Right.
And I'm like, damn, we did have
That's
some
why I
traumatic
didn't watch
ass
that
movies.
shit. What was it called?
All our
They?
nominated movies are like
Trauma.
some super traumatic black experience that makes them feel bad.
That's why I didn't watch that series that came out on Amazon. I was like, I can't do
I
it.
had to watch it because like once you started, you couldn't stop. But it was
so great
bad.
though. That was good though.
That was good.
Horror wise, creepy wise, it was good, but it was over the top as far
Oh
as
yes, that's perfect description.
black
Okay.
It
struggle.
was filmed really well. It definitely was creepy, but over the top. So it
All
was
the
just, like,
actors killed that shit.
so many emotions around it because it was just like they didn't
You know
have to
that
do this.
episode, yo, we thinking about, bruh.
Yeah, that was unnecessary.
I actually cried. I was sad about
like the
that.
whole time they were implying what had happened. Sorry
Yes.
if nobody has seen this, but
No, you go in.
Them on
'cause I'm definitely
Amazon
not
Prime.
watching.
Right.
Go watch it.
the whole entire lead up, they implied that the baby had been killed.
Yeah.
We did not have to see it.
Yeah, I didn't want
That was crazy.
I didn't want. They could have just had him come in the house and just cut it off.
Smoke the baby in the joint?
Yes.
Bro,
Crazy. It was wild.
baby kill scene.
Can't kill babies.
That was unnecessary.
Yeah, it was kind of over the top. It was kind of
Yeah.
over the top. And speaking of over the top, yo, this is completely off topic. Why were we drinking Hennessy and Hypnotic, yo? I saw somebody post that on Twitter, and I was like, no, that was the cool drink. Like, if you had a little money in 09,
Hennessy is
you had
more
somebody that could buy the
expensive.
bottle. If somebody
Right.
had Henny and Hypnotic, you was
Yeah.
that guy at the party. But it's like,
I think the
why were we
Hypnotic
drinking that?
bottle was a thing because of just how it looked.
First
Nobody
off,
liked
that shit was sweet as
That's
shit,
what
and it
Thug
makes your
Passion
head
is,
hurt.
right? Those drinks mixed together. Is that what Thug Passion is?
I thought that was something
No,
else.
Thug
but
Passion is
Alizé.
Alizé, the red Alizé
Alizé.
with Hennessy.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's the Tupac drink.
Thug
Yeah.
Passion.
One part thing.
Oh man, yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo. Me and Milk used to drink that, yo. Especially yo, if we thought we had a smooth night lined up, like
Y'all had it with the
yo, we
Christian
about to have
brothers?
I'm about to have a
What
Henny
y'all
and
had?
an
Oh, y'all had
Alizé.
the Henny with it. All right, I thought y'all
Yeah.
had
One
the
part
Christian
Hennessy,
brothers or
one
some
part
shit.
Alizé.
Yeah,
So
Damn,
ghetto.
y'all
We used to
niggas
do
is
some real
crazy.
ghetto stuff.
but it
Nah,
gets you to a
Incredible
level
Hulk
of
shit.
smacked. Like when you
Yeah.
drink it, you start sweating. Like yo, I feel crazy right now.
On everything.
Yeah, yo,
The
no
Incredible
more.
Hulk
Yo, we
definitely-
banning Coach Class Pod. We banning Hennessy and Hypnotic. Yo, stop drinking that if you
That's
out
been-
age
I
or
don't
better.
think
Yo,
nobody drinking that now.
I saw
It's
somebody
not-
post
People
it.
drinking that now.
Somebody on Twitter
Confident
posted
somebody
it.
out here still drinking it right now.
I saw somebody on Twitter post it.
Listen, man, you gonna catch diabetes, bro.
Yeah,
Not catch it.
nigga.
The second one.
Yeah,
Because the first one is you can't
Super
avoid that.
Saiyan
But that
diabetes.
second one is avoidable. Yo, to avoid that.
like,
Don't be
damn,
drinking
nigga.
fucking sugar alcohol.
yeah. Y'all peeped the worst roommate ever?
Yes.
Let's go.
That was
Bruh.
crazy. That was
White
crazy.
people's trust is ridiculous.
Bro,
Okay.
this nigga come to the crib, didn't sign no papers or fill out an application.
She was just like, all
just
right.
come with the security deposit and first month's rent and then just straight
That's
finesse.
it.
Stop. How did it lead to that? They went
Yo.
to the fucking dog park together.
Yo.
That's how they got trust.
Yeah.
That's how they
The
built
dog
trust.
liked them. Yo, you saw the white
like,
lady was
"My
like, the
dog
dog liked them. Like,
So-
nigga,
It
he's
was
not
like-
scared of the dog.
It was the fact that they had 8,000 people that they could interview
Bro.
that he had did it to.
Yo,
Bro.
but the thing was
Like-
that's
he
why I
went
know.
all around the United States.
I know this was some white
It was
trust
the
shit.
law though. The lawyer like type joined it. Oh, he looks good on paper.
This could only happen with white trust because that wouldn't happen if they had the same thing.
Yeah,
So
they
he
don't
could have
have
the
nigga
same
trust.
background, and if he was melanated, it's not happening.
At
She wouldn't
all.
have let his ass in there. You got to do your due diligence first before I let you in. Yeah, our dogs are cool, but you're black.
Yeah.
That's how I was looking at the series.
Where he was staying with the one woman and she got the other roommate that was staying in the tent and he was going in her tent and I was
Yo,
like,
was in the tent. I'd have killed him. I'd have
Yo,
killed
was
him in
crazy.
there. I'd have been behind bars.
Yo, was
locked up,
crazy.
Akon style.
Nah, the crazy one was the Asian dude, yo.
yeah. he
That nigga was
crazy.
weird.
That was crazy.
Yo, the fake accent was nuts.
He killed whoever he killed in
completely
Nashville
forgot
too.
how to
Bro,
speak English.
they said this nigga, they was like, yo, he grew up in the United
yo,
States.
I
I
was
was like, I thought this nigga was super Asian.
Nah, this nigga threw
All
the
the
Asian
broken
voice on
English.
immediately.
Yeah.
That's why I don't
I
believe
mean,
that
we
shit
went
when
to
they
the
do
place.
that here.
Yeah.
When they here, they not. How long you been here, nigga?
Yeah.
He
Stop
straight
playing with
turned
me.
into a stereotype.
Yeah. And if you can speak English, speak English. Don't start speaking another language in front of people. That's disrespectful, yo.
And what happened isn't funny, but it was the fact that she said that the police was the police were interviewing them and he just got on the back of the car.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Nigga had
Yo,
the
it's
binoculars
crazy.
on the car,
Binoculars.
scoping the
This nigga
scene
was
out.
watching the everything unravel when she
From
called
the
the
back
cops
of a
on this
car.
crazy
From
ass
the
From
bro.
the
He
nigga.
comes
backseat
out
of a
like-
car.
What happened?
What happened?
Yeah.
But they say he had
Fam.
to have been in the car for hours.
They said
He
he's-
watched it.
Facts.
He's still denying that shit to this day. Like he won't cop
Crazy.
into it.
Yeah.
He probably still got the Asian voice on.
Right.
Yo,
Dying with the lie, yo.
finessing.
He's dying with the lie.
Finessing.
Like
Yeah.
Jussie
Yeah.
died with that shit.
Did
So,
y'all
I
see
mean,
the video of him leaving the
This
courtroom?
Fam.
Oh my gosh.
Yo. I think he had a mental illness
juicy
like
smooth.
kind of
No,
Hey.
he's just dying, yo, with the lie. This is the
This nigga
premier
crazy.
example of that. When you get caught in a lie,
crazy.
he's in the courtroom with the lie. Still dying with it.
And with
It's
the,
so fucking obvious, nigga.
Nah.
With the black power fist walking out the courtroom.
Yo,
This
I like
nigga.
that's really juicy smooth.
I am
right
not
there.
suicidal. I am not suicidal.
This
said that like
nigga.
three
I was like,
times.
what's going on?
On his Dr. Umar shit. You know how Dr. Umar delivered 3 times?
Yeah.
He definitely was
man
researching
said
that. when he was
donations.
suicidals. Yeah. Donations. Gifts.
That shit was hilarious.
Say it
yo.
3 times though.
Have I ever told my Dr. Umar story on here?
No.
Oh, I'm about to tell it now.
No.
Might as well.
All right,
We here,
all right,
we
go
here
ahead.
now.
Yeah.
So, okay, so everybody knows that me and Mike met working together. And all he did was talk about Dr. Umar. I don't even think I've even heard of Dr. Umar.
Yeah, I was definitely
he
in my
playing
bag
the
back
videos
then.
at work and everything, really getting us hooked into Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar comes to town. Okay?
Was he at Morgan?
Yes.
I
Dr.
remember
Umar
that.
came to Morgan State University. I went up there. I got us tickets, me, Mike, and one of our friends. Do y'all know that on the day that Dr. Umar came, mind you, Mike got us into Dr. Umar. Okay?
Yeah.
Mike left us. To do what, Mike? What did you leave us to do?
I was living a different life back then.
You gotta do what you gotta do as a young man.
I was talking
Yeah,
about it.
sometimes,
Mike went on a date with a woman who wasn't black. He missed Dr. Umar.
Dr.
To
Umar
go
was-
I got slandered. I got
Dr.
slandered.
Umar would have been in the crowd.
I still get slandered.
Some of the niggas gonna be get left behind.
It was
My
the
bad,
irony.
y'all.
It was the
And the craziest thing, the worst part of it all, I think I drove to Morgan and bought all the tickets or something like that. Because I feel
I
like we
think
went
you-
together.
yes,
Because
yes.
I remember getting the tickets.
I couldn't remember who went to get the tickets. Yes, you went and got the tickets. And it was the irony of the fact that you missed out on Dr. Umar to go on a date with a woman who was not black.
I knew being consistent.
I'm a villain now.
That was crazy.
I'm instantly a villain.
That was a good,
I apologize.
That was a good 5 years ago. And
Doc
I'm never
Umar.
letting it go.
That might have
Doc.
been more than 5 years ago now.
Yeah, maybe.
Because that was probably like 2015, 14. I mean, no, maybe 16.
Like 16.
Maybe 16.
I'm never letting that go. It was just
I'm
the
sorry,
irony of
Kendra.
it all.
Well, I get to apologize to y'all and everybody else that was around. I didn't discuss this with y'all. I apologize, y'all. I'm just letting it be out there.
How did we get to that though? We was going somewhere.
Oh. We was on the worst roommate ever.
Yeah,
Yes.
there we
And
go. I wanted to get back.
I wanted to say with that, I felt like the first episode should have been the last one. Cause that white lady was buck
Yes.
wild.
the old woman.
Nigga, they found all the bodies in the backyard.
That was crazy.
And yo, you saw
I immediately thought of
Yo.
It. You remember It when she went in there with
Yeah.
the old lady?
And
I
they-
immediately thought
And
of
they
that.
said
That
she used
shit
to be
fucked me
chilling,
up.
just looking off the balcony while they
Facts.
was digging it up. She knew it was 9 bodies
White
in there.
privilege again.
But it also goes back to the white privilege when she said, "Oh, can I just go across the street?" Vanished.
Just
Yeah.
let her go.
Just let her go.
She's an alleged murderer.
Y'all are digging
Y'all gonna
up
let her
bodies.
Ass
go across the
murderer.
street?
Y'all looking for bodies in
Serial
her
killer.
backyard.
At
and
that
you gotta
point, it
go
was
get
only one
coffee.
body though
Yo,
when
you
they let
saw
him
when
go.
they interviewed the one white lady, she was like, the most amazing thing about it was she said had such a well-kept lawn. I'm like, yo, she had that is the wildest
They was
story of all
fertilizing
time.
the yard with bodies.
She just had serial killer strength because she looked like she was about
Serial
pushing
killer
69,
strength is
yo.
funny as shit.
She would drag
No, but
grown
that
men.
was. Did you listen?
Right,
That was her
she-
thing.
right,
She
she
wasn't
said-
that old
right.
at that time.
But still,
She
yo.
wasn't that old.
Any woman that was dragging that guy that was mentally challenged around that was kind of heavy set, yo, they was like, he was our favorite person.
She
this, that,
wasn't
the third.
alone. You
She
think
took
she
that
was
nigga
alone?
check.
There wasn't no way
Took
she
the-
was alone.
And they
was
wasn't
taking
even
no
getting no
check.
money like that. I'm
Right.
like, they was like, in totality, she killed about 9 people. She made like less than 100,000. It was like,
yeah, she was taking
She
bodies
killed
for, like-
everybody for like 80 bands.
That's buck wild. The fiscal amount just doesn't make sense. It
I was
doesn't make
like,
sense.
yo, I thought you was getting the mills off.
Yeah, if she'd have got the M's, then it might have made sense. You got 100,000.
Yo, she is a mass murderer, bro.
Yeah, she just like
Yeah.
killing people. That's what that
She
was.
just, and she was a scammer her whole life.
Right. That's the
life.
thing. I'm like, nobody did a background check on this woman because the rap sheet was there.
Rap
You
sheet,
can look her up.
extensive rap sheet.
It was the same thing with the
Fraud.
guy. They all had rap sheets, but
Yeah.
everybody believed
Yeah.
them because they had the story down.
Yo,
Even the Asian nigga had a rap sheet.
Yo.
They just didn't even look it up.
Shorty was dropping drugs in drinks.
Damn.
Finesse a man.
Bill Cosby.
Rob. But
Into the drink though.
she was on to something,
Damn.
yo. That's crazy, yo.
No, she wasn't on to nothing. What you mean she was on to something?
No, I mean, if
What was she on to?
No, I'm just saying, if it's a creep nigga, go get that money off of him, yo. If you a weirdo nigga that was trying to be
fam,
weird,
we can't
yo.
do that. We can't do that.
I don't blame her, yo.
Do that.
Bye, Mike.
My bad, guys.
They were
She definitely robbed a lot
The
of
thing I
people.
liked about it, it's a series that I watch on YouTube. This gets into one of the deep dives from a while ago that I think I mentioned when I was telling you about the scary cartoons. Mm-hmm. It's a YouTube page that's done that, that's been doing it for years. I'm talking about 4 or 5 years they've been doing it. That animation style they did.
Like the house type
Same
joint?
kind of, no, I'm saying the style from The Worst Roommate.
Oh, okay,
Those
okay.
animated parts that they would put in there. It's called
did like that.
That
IMR
was
Scary
nice.
Cartoons on YouTube. They do the same thing, but they do it's all animated. They like 15-minute videos of like an animated
But they look like
scenario.
that style.
Same style.
And it's
Same
based
style.
on like a real situation?
They say it is. Some of it is so outlandish. It's like, ain't no way this shit was real. But still, it feels like in the moment, and they got the music playing over the background, the cute, creepy music.
Yeah.
I rock with it. That's why I like that series so much, because I hope they gave him some kind of check off that. I
Yeah.
feel like that was the first time I ever seen it on this IMR joint. And it looks exactly like that shit look. You know how their eyes change and shit like
Yeah,
that?
I remember
They got
that.
the dark
Yeah, that was
eyes.
solid.
That was it creeps you out a little bit when you're looking at the animation. It was the same style from that. So I hope they got some love off that.
Yeah.
And if they didn't, I'm snitching again.
Yo is ratting.
I'm a big rat today. I snitched on Mexican 50 and them niggas.
Nah, if he stole that 50,
50,
yo, you gotta pay 50, yo.
You gotta pay 50.
Because
Yeah.
50 coming.
Y'all was on the Kanye doc, obviously, right?
Yeah, I finished.
You didn't
it.
watch it?
I don't support Kanye West.
I've been hearing that. I've been hearing that as a thing.
I stopped dealing with Kanye West. So he was already on the downward spiral, but I completely gave him up when he got with Kim Kardashian.
I know what got you. It was the slavery comment.
No, it sounded like
I
it
was done before
that.
then.
Yeah, it sounded like
Everybody was kind of, but that probably was like where I want. For me, please,
Yeah.
just watch it, yo.
Can't I just,
What's like, yo, go back to middle school mind frame.
Yeah, because I could still listen to the College Dropout.
and that's what it is.
So
Late registration,
it is-
all that, the
yeah.
graduation.
Except for the last episode.
Then that one kind of fast forward.
It shows you why it can give you a little bit of indication of when he started to turn, which is around that time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It was actually a little before. It was when his mom died. That was when everything kind of
Yeah.
started to turn for him.
See, the way I look at it now, because I watched the doc, it's the fame, yo. Like, what black people we gotta stop doing just because you got like a big name or something, like, you can't expect these people to be the savior. He's a rapper, producer, you feel me? Like, but overall, the things he's done is great. And it's a good message behind the whole thing. Like, you'll really be like, oh, all right. Like, well, I don't know, the holier than thou Super Sunday service stuff was wild, but like I listened back and I'm like, sonically, that shit actually was fire. Like, yo, like
I did give the Sunday, what's it called, Sunday choir or whatever.
Yeah, Sunday
I listened to
service.
that because you know he's not on it.
yeah.
So I did.
That joint
listen to
actually got some slaps on there.
It
What's the
does.
name?
Everything he puts out has slaps on it.
I
What was
think
the
it
name of
called
the
Jesus
Sunday
is King or something like that.
Service,
Sundays.
right?
What was the name
Sunday
of that?
service, right?
No.
Jesus is King.
Jesus is King.
No,
Something like
that's-
that.
that's
his
his
album.
album. I didn't listen to that.
Oh, are you
That's
doing
his
that?
album.
No, that's
Oh,
what
they
I'm
had
talking
one.
about. That
The
album
Right,
was
the
actually
choir
good.
has
Oh, I
an
didn't know the
album.
choir had one.
Yo.
I didn't know that.
Right, and he's like it says like Kanye West, whatever, but he's not on
Okay.
it.
See, I didn't know
Jesus
that.
King wasn't bad, yo. Like,
My bad. I didn't listen.
granted,
to it.
I'm not listening
I haven't
to it
listened
like
to
a
a
gospel
Kanye
album.
album.
It's just like, this is Kanye. Like, if you look at it from the first episode on, when he got that fame, he knew, like, yo, if I just wild out, everybody's gonna pay attention to me. Like, you could see it as patterns. Like, yo, when Mike Myers and them, when they was at that little benefit, John, and he was like, George Bush don't care about black people. Like, everybody, Chris Tucker, all them
Chris
niggas
Tucker was like, oh shit.
Right.
They cut that shit
The
so
key
fast.
difference was his mom wasn't there.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That's
Mom
what I
Dukes would have been like, yeah,
beginning.
yeah, tone that shit down, yo.
She was
But
an
what's
anchor
what-
to that ship. The ship went awry after that.
The one thing his mom did
And his moms loved him. Like, it was like how I am with my mother. So I understand why he kind of went crazy.
Yeah.
He asked her personally. He was like, "Do you think I'm being too arrogant?" And she told him no. She said, "You're perfect." She said, "That's what's going to help you grow." But she also told him how to understand how to use that.
Yeah.
And not get beside yourself. The key thing that happened was when she was gone, he lost that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Once
And
he
it was-
lost that, it was off the Richter.
Yeah.
And man,
It
the
breaks
worst,
down a lot of good stuff, y'all.
yeah.
I rock with it.
Just as a doc, it's a good doc.
And the
I
worst
guess I
thing,
could give it a chance.
the worst thing about him is, well, not worst thing about him. Most black people, when he dealt with that loss, instead of like grieving about it, he just was like, "Yo, I'm just about to put my foot on the super gas."
I did the
like,
same thing.
and just like
That
try
is
to
how I did it, too.
try to
Damn.
treat my trauma with just making hard shit, just being a bigger star.
Try to
because
forget
I told
about
my
it.
mother that's what I was going to
Put
do.
a band-aid
And it's
on
like,
shit instead of actually fixing
yeah,
it.
that's why he be acting crazy as shit now. Like, yo, that shit, it don't go
He is
nowhere, yo.
Gone.
Yeah, yeah.
Where you
And-
want to go with it? With the watching shit. Y'all saw Ryan Coogler end up.
That was
Crazy.
annoying, yo. That was annoying, yo.
I didn't listen to the 911 call, but I watched the body cam footage, and I was like, it's crazy.
That was in January, right,
See,
when it happened?
Yeah.
I think
Right
for
before
me,
Black History Month.
I don't put it all on the police officers because if they were called in to what they were called into, that's kind of how I probably would react.
But the thing is, he gave his ID,
And-
a card,
right.
they didn't know that.
and he said, hand me the money discreetly, and it was a lot of
Should've
money.
what I was saying is there should have never been a call. It was the lady's fault. The
Yeah,
lady that
like,
called, like, it
you-
didn't
that's-
have nothing to do with the
they
police
fear
officers,
us,
I don't
though.
think.
The only thing I didn't like that the cop said, he explained to him, he said, it's a lot of money, so that's why I write it down, because
Yeah.
I don't want people to hear how much cash
And
I'm
that
getting.
makes sense.
And the cop made a statement like, well, have you ever thought about just talking to them? He's telling you that that's why he
Oh,
doesn't
see, I
say
didn't hear
it.
that part. Okay.
Yeah,
Now I'm
and
starting
you
to
never know who
go
you in the
off to
line
the
with.
side again.
If you getting
Exactly.
20 bands or something like that, a nigga might run
Yeah,
down
like
on you.
13.
Right.
13,000
That's why he
Yeah.
did it that way. He had the mask
Nigga might
on, the
run down
glasses
on you.
on, because he didn't want niggas to know it was him.
Not even 20. 5, 6. You pull that shit out and
anything that's going to require
down.
the money counter when you bring it out is going to turn heads.
Right.
And that's going to make niggas alarmed. So it makes sense why he did it.
And then the body cam footage, she was just like, I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know. Just Google me.
I'm happy he put his hands behind his back. That's the only thing that I was okay with, because he would have been well within his right to wild out.
Yeah.
Because what are y'all doing? I gave her my ID with my fucking bank information.
Yeah.
She never checked it. Like, that's clear. That's obvious. She just assumed. That's sad. It's a black woman that called too. That's what makes it
crazy.
even extra sadder. Yo. Like, what are you doing?
Like, first of all, of course he has a mask on. It's still a pandemic.
Have you been robbed?
But you gotta,
have they, like, was it like a recent string of robs at that bank?
Nah, know what it is? It's like they like brainwash us to think that it's like that crazy. Cause even with us, and we support black people 100%, but if you see a dude, he look like, nah, yo, you gonna be like, yo, you remember.
Yeah.
You see somebody like, oh hell no, this
Right.
nigga crazy, yo. Like,
Yes.
it's just how it is, yo. It's pre-programmed in your mind, yo, and they
You know that's real though.
made a
'cause
bad move.
They thought my boy Toby was LeBron James out there in Mexico. It's just I don't know. That's how it's how they see us. Like,
How
that's the
was
thing.
that, yo? You fresh from the tropics,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm back.
Oh, what part did you
Back.
go to?
We went to Puerto Vallarta. I said that completely wrong the last time. I think it's a Puerto Vallarta or some shit like that. When
Yeah.
I said it on the last, did I
Nah,
say it on the
don't
last
matter,
episode?
yo. That was hard, dog.
I ain't have
Puerto
the
Vallarta.
experience, but I'm back. Stamps in the book and everything. I'm back. It was a hell of an experience, man. Let me see what I can. The ATVs was probably the craziest shit. If I got to give something from a story from that, so the ATVs mission was up this mountain that
Yeah.
was in Mexico, side of the mountain type shit. We was riding up and down the mountain basically, and we had to go across these two bridges, which looked like some shit off Tomb Raider or some shit like that. Dog, Laura Croft would have
You a
been
real
wild.
nigga, yo.
For sure. So we riding. The first one, we get to the first bridge. I'm nervous, but I'm looking over to the sides. I'm cool. We get all the way across. The bridge is also caged in. So we're all right.
All right, bet.
You would have to go full speed into the cage to fall off.
I'll be riding that motherfucker slow as shit.
Nigga, what?
I'm not falling off
I
that
was
bitch
keeping
in-
pace with who
in
was in front of me.
another
I didn't
country.
care who was behind me. Whoever was in front of me, just keep pace with them. That was my whole mind frame through this whole trip. Because it got dusty. Before we got to that, it was dusty trails, like dirt kicking up while we riding.
Did you have like the desert?
We had goggles
bandana?
on, had the desert bandana covering my mouth, had the headband on.
You basically
know
was
what
in the
I'm saying?
scene from the Fast and the
Nigga,
Furious.
I feel like in Baltimore in some way, you get like bike life shit in your veins, even if you wasn't really doing it. Because I felt comfortable on that bike, yo. Like, I really did feel
Yo, turned
comfortable
in
on
the
that
pug.
bitch.
You hit a
I
wheelie
did.
while you
I
was on
almost
the
started doing
bridge.
the wild shit on the bitch. I almost started, you know what I'm saying? I almost started wilding on it. But nah, we was coming down. My man's that was there, he was one of my boy Mike's homeboy from his job place. I'm not gonna give his name out on the pod, but he was hella cool. But he's also in the military. So I think he started feeling himself at one point. We riding down this dirt path.
Uh-oh.
He comes past me. I'm like, yo, you got it, bro. I'm just trying to stay with the nigga in front of me.
Yeah.
I don't care if niggas end up passing me. It is what it is. So there were parts where you could end up passing people that were going too slow. So I see him pass me, and he gets in front of my boy Lamont. He ends up doing too much, nigga.
Uh-oh.
We going downhill now, so his thinking speed was too high. He forgot to shift or something. I don't know what happened. He ends up turning too much and turns directly into a wall. Ow! Smashed the shit out that wall. The bike flips over, but his military mind must have kicked in. He kicked off the bike. He said it was rolling down the hill. He comes running up the hill after the bike is flipped over, because me and Lamont looking at the bike like, oh shit, this nigga's dead. He's under the bike. Yo, we was wilding. I stopped my bike, immediately jumped off. I'm like, yo, is he good? He come running up dusty all on his back and shit because he just finished rolling down the hill.
That's
he had to ride.
funny. He jumped off and avoided the crash.
He knew what to do in turmoil, yo. He didn't lock up.
Yo.
His body didn't tense up or nothing, yo. His body never tensed up or anything. He had no injuries, no scars. This nigga was
It
a
turned
legend.
into a 90s action film.
Damn.
Yo, that's fucking
Yo, he
hilarious.
knew exactly what to do at
Now
that
he a
moment.
Power Ranger.
Yo, I was
That's
dying.
fucking hilarious.
That was my guy,
Yo, he's
my
a real
God.
G, yo.
Bam. So we keep riding. You get across the bridge, and after you get across the bridge, they allow us to take a break, and we go down the mountain a little bit. They have this little path that you can go down, and you could get to the swimming area. And it kind of reminded me of Beaver's Dam. like in Ohio, because it was fish in the water and shit.
Yeah.
So I'm already skeptical because that means there's bigger fish down below. Is
That
how
shit
my
be
mind
creeping
thinks.
me out, yo, yeah.
So
yo.
I was like, all
That
right,
shit
bet.
creepy.
I'm gonna do it though, because my boy Ahmed, I told you he had the knee injury. He went out there. He went out there into the water and was gonna jump off. I was like, ain't no way I could allow him to do this with a damn near torn meniscus. I think he had was his injury. He's recovering from it.
He jumped off the cliff with the torn meniscus?
With the repaired
That
torn
nigga the real
meniscus.
hero.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
This
Salute to
nigga-
my guy. He got me motivated. I jumped out there and ended up going and jumping off the little. It's a mini cliff though. It
Did you
wasn't
see
a
the
big
fish?
jump. I didn't see it. My eyes was closed.
You kept
When
well,
I jumped in the water, I am not-
I would have
nah.
did the same thing.
Yeah.
But I did take in some water. When I went down, I wasn't used to having to jump into water. It's been a long time
went in
since
your
I had
nose?
to. Yeah, it went straight up. my nose.
Damn. You was probably fucked up.
Like I came up, I thought I was going to drown.
That
I
bitch.
don't- so I-
Nigga humble. Got
You did that move when you
almost
go-
threw up when you got up the ladder. That's
you
funny as
spitting out,
shit.
yo, treading water,
Hey, yo.
doing shit. No, that was dope. Then we get back on the bikes. Now there's another crash, and it was involving me and Lamont again. So Lamont, I don't know what happened, but
Yo,
he-
where was the instructors?
That's
I
what
thought y'all
I'm
had to
saying,
ride in the
like-
pack.
we had 3 instructors that rode with us. It was a pack of people though. So one was like for the front portion of people.
Okay.
One was for the second portion of people, and then one was for the back.
See, I would have been in the back. I would have been the slow
I was
rider,
back
yo,
portion
just enjoying the
only
enjoying the
because
view.
I had got on the last bike, so I was quote unquote the back portion of this whole trail. It was only like 3 or 4 people behind me. For some reason though, the nigga that was behind me, I don't know if he just forgot how to hit the brakes, but it was 2 brakes on the bike. Like you didn't even really need to shift. I never shift gears as I was going through this whole trail.
Yeah.
I kept it at the same 3rd gear,
Yeah, 'cause
going
you don't
up and
wanna go-
downhill.
yeah.
I'm not used to shifting. Like knowing when to shift requires you to think too much in the scenario we was in. It was points where I was completely blind. If I didn't see the brake lights in front of me, it was a strong possibility I could have rode off a cliff.
Yo, you like Tomb Raider, yo. You like Tomb Raider.
There was that type shit, so I was nervous. So we get to this part, we also had to ride through water, so some water coming up. Lamont slows down. I see him slow down, so I slow down. The nigga behind me doesn't. Fortunately, I'm off to the right a little bit. He comes barreling through, hits the side of my shit, but my leg is tucked into the bike, so it doesn't hit my leg, it hits the bike only.
Oh, I was gonna say if he
Hits
hits you, I gotta go
directly,
beat that nigga up.
he hits directly into the back of Lamont and them, kind of launches them off, and they just keep riding.
Yeah.
His bike ends up scratching his leg up, the rider that ended up doing too much. He was, I don't know what happened. I don't know. Like, nigga, you forgot to hit the brakes. It was clear.
See,
Hit the
y'all lucky
fucking
I
brakes.
wasn't there. I would have popped that nigga. We probably got arrested.
They took him off the bikes and they allowed us to
Yeah.
keep riding. And
We
then we
had
get
to
to the
fight,
last
yo.
bridge. And the last bridge was where I was most nervous, yo. That's where my nerves kicked in, yo. Like,
It was like a high bridge.
it was long. It was very long, also pretty
It was
high
caged
up
in,
there.
or you was like.
Matter of fact, let me see if I can show you the photo so you can get an idea of where we was at. And then you can understand
I
my
respect your
feelings.
your courage off of this alone, because I'm so cautious. I probably wouldn't have did that just because I wouldn't want to crash and
So
like
this
break
photo, if you see in the background, you see that? That's the bridge. That's the last bridge you ride across.
Yeah.
So we had the brake stop right there.
It's a cool picture,
You
by
gotta
the way.
Go to that bridge, but it's that bridge in the background.
Yeah, see, the bridge would have scared me.
Yeah, I ain't,
So,
we
it's
safe
caged in.
motherfuckers though.
Right.
That's how we do.
Head straight. I never looked left or right. Because if I would have did that, I might have ended up fucking passing out or something riding off that bitch. So I just kept my head straight, never looked to the sides, and I was able to make it over. But
I
that was
think-
an adventure.
I did zip lining in the jungle one time when I was on a cruise, and I definitely had to look straight ahead because there was
Yeah.
one part where we had to walk across these planks on like a bridge and stuff. Like you have a
Yeah.
harness and everything, but I had to look straight ahead because I looked to the left one time and it ruined me.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
No
Can't
one
do
I
it.
knew you was a cautious individual.
What happened?
That night we was at Tom's Tavern, yo, and it was a karaoke night. And the dude, he
the
did.
man got knocked out? Which
Yeah,
one?
the dude got knocked out. And we was like, yo, me and Kendra both looked at each other at the same time, like, yeah, no, niggas about to start shooting up here. Yo, let's get out of here, yo.
Right.
Yo, instantly though.
Because it wasn't just the fact that the security guard had to knock somebody out. He had to knock out a white man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I said, oh, the cops are coming.
Yeah. Somebody's getting shot tonight. Let's get the fuck out of here. That was literally, yo, we was the first ones, yo.
Meanwhile, Markeisha was like, I said, leave.
Yeah,
Now,
let's
we're
get out of
leaving.
here. Let's get out of here before shit gets hairy.
I was like, you're not recording this. We have to go.
Yeah. But back to the trip. How as far as after the bridge and everything like that, I need more
Yeah,
experience.
so
'Cause I
I'll
saw y'all
give you
niggas
like the
had
whole
chefs and all
experience
type of
too.
shit,
Yeah,
yo.
I'll give you the whole experience kind of summarized, not everything, but when I got there, of course, we land. the chefs are there. Like, we prepared for this chef to be there only for the weekend. It was supposed to be Saturday and Sunday, and they were going to cook meals all day.
Y'all getting big money. I love
We
to see it.
I know
fortunately-
that. I ain't up there yet. I'm trying to get like y'all niggas.
You got to
man.
have a group. You got to have a group of people that's
You owe
dedicated to
$20,
the
man.
cause, that's willing to put up for this type shit. That's the type thing you need. But the chef's there. They cook dinner that night. I get fucked up off guacamole immediately. My stomach wasn't ready
I don't
for it.
fuck with guacamole like that.
My
yo.
stomach
like
wasn't
it.
ready
That
for
shit
it.
look crazy.
The first night I was down. I thought it was gonna ruin the whole trip. I was upset.
You had the mud butt off the guac.
I was throwing up, nigga. It was bad. I thought I was done for the whole trip, but I
They
was
had
cool.
the guac out in the sun, yo.
That could have been it.
Got sizzled. You got not.
They also had some other shit, and I don't want to pronounce it wrong because it'd be mad.
No,
racist
go ahead,
if I
go
say
ahead,
it.
go
I think
ahead,
it's
go ahead.
Chivise. I think that's how you say it, Chivise.
Oh, the
Can't remember.
sausage?
Yeah, it's a sauce.
Oh, all right. I
Like
thought
a
it was
salsa
sausages.
type joint that you dip the chips into, but it's made out of like fish.
Yeah.
And I was-
Hell no.
I was eating that shit like crazy, dog. And I think that's what really got me. I don't know if it was the guac.
Yeah,
the
you
guac
was
had
eating
me
too much-
shit.
The fish dip.
No,
Pause. I
I
didn't
feel
even
like it
throw
was
that out.
I want to
the
fuck with
fish
that.
dip.
Like, yo, y'all
I think it
gotta
was
give
the
me a
fish dip.
burger.
Because that don't even sound like something we supposed to eat.
No.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I ain't never even heard of fish dip.
Damn.
I heard of crab dip.
And you trying to blame it on the guacamole.
Yeah, it might have
Yeah.
not been the guac. The guac
What kind
had,
of fish did they use to make
I
the
don't
fish
know,
dip?
man. I just listened to him. He was
See,
a
I would have
chef.
been asking all that shit.
He was the chef, man. They look mad official. I just
Nah, they were
believe.
official. I saw y'all
Especially
shit.
when you go to other countries, you just be trying wild stuff.
Yeah,
That's the first time I
shit
ever
happens.
tried alligator. And that's
I've never had alligator.
It tastes like chicken.
I had it in
Word?
New Orleans. It does taste like
It's like chicken and crabs.
It's like a more tender chicken.
No, it just gives
Slightly
like, well, I
tender.
had alligator legs. I
Okay,
think.
that's tough.
So wait, no, not legs. I don't know. I had something.
Yo had gator. I never had gator though.
I
had
tried
it in New
frog.
Orleans.
Frog also tastes like chicken.
Frog chicken.
Yes, I had frog legs. So
Frog
it
legs.
tastes like a.
Where they make frog legs at, yo?
I
Where
was-
were you at, Kendra?
I was on a cruise.
Okay, all right,
So,
all
yeah.
right. I was like, nigga.
I had it in New Orleans when I had the gator.
Oh, for
That's
real?
when I had the blackened gator. Shit was
Yeah.
good as fuck. I'm not gonna hold you. That was, but it did have us with the mud butt.
I had gator as well. It tastes pretty good.
Word.
Yeah.
Gotta get
Gotta
it
get some
blackened
gator,
though.
yo.
Can't get it fried. That's what,
I remember
that's
you
what was
saying the
told.
black and gator. I remember you talking about the black and gator.
First of all, going to New Orleans, like the Popeyes is different down there. It's like the
It's
woman
like
in the
a
commercial.
restaurant.
The woman in the commercial really in the kitchen making the chicken.
I hate the woman on the commercial. Let's be clear about that.
She's a
I know.
fraud.
Shit is racist.
Oh, I know. I know you hate it.
Yeah,
She's a fraud.
But I do like Popeyes though. I ain't gonna lie. So give me a deal and let a black person talk about it like how they really would.
Oh yeah, but continue on with the Mexico shit. So we ended up basically it was the same thing. We would have some kind of event. So the first day that I was there, we ended up doing like this taco and tequila tasting. Went around to like 6 different bars having tacos
fun.
and tequilas. This shit was dope. Then we went out that night, and I think that was the night where I was totally confused. For some reason, you know how when DJs will have in between different songs, they might break it down and do some kind of weird sound or sound effects.
Yeah.
This DJ chose to use the Lion King shit.
What?
It was like, yo,
What from the Lion King?
song would start ending, and then you would hear, "Ah, si wenya la la vida la mo."
That's actually kind of hard, yo. And
I was in the,
that was his
crowd, like, yo,
transition.
that's his transition.
That's hard.
Yo, I'm in
nigga.
there like, yo, what's happening?
That was in there.
Can you just use that?
You knew it was about to get
This was
real.
another time where I was like, can you just use this type shit? Like, I feel like you got to get paid for that
Yo,
if
they
you
don't.
own that. But they don't give a
But
fuck in
DJs,
Mexico.
nah, DJs, they don't own that shit.
Nigga, man, Puerto Vallarta had that shit playing. But yeah, we basically just did an event each day and then went out that night. It was that type shit. It was cool, man. I got to taste some moonshine when we was on that the tacos and tequila joint.
What proof was it?
I don't know.
It was-
They poured
it
it. It
was
was in
super
one of
sick.
them random bottles. Like how you remember how a cousin had the shit when he brought it up and like them.
He
little,
had the mason jar.
yeah, the mason jars. The same thing.
It's like, yeah, just pour a little bit, line the bottom of your cup. I'm
but
like,
they don't have.
okay.
They don't have like I think they ferment theirs here with like potatoes or some shit like that.
Yeah.
That's how they do it. They don't have that shit there. They do that
was
shit with
super
like the agave. Yeah, it was hella strong.
Yeah, that
It was
shit had my
smack.
chest hot. Like,
And they tell you how to take tequila shots. I didn't know there was a way to take them. Like they said, you shouldn't have to take the lime and the salt like how you see people doing at the end. That shouldn't be a thing. It's like you have to like breathe in heavy before you take it back, breathe out with the shit. And you shouldn't have to take the lime thing with it if you do that correctly.
interesting.
But y'all know I'm a
If
thug,
it's
so I don't
real,
use the lime.
Yeah.
If it's real
We
tequila.
been thug life. If you been to
Right.
Tom's Tavern, you ain't worried about that shit.
Man, Y'all be going hard. That's why y'all.
No, I ain't been to Tom's in a minute. If we had a Tom's night like back in the day,
Man, my body.
y'all gonna be like, yo, Mike is a lame now. I'll be in that bitch sleep. Y'all be like, yo, he just went in the corner and went to bed, yo.
But I was getting most of my watching shit. Like I watched the worst roommate shit based on my flight home.
Yeah.
That was probably the worst part of this trip. The whole trip was cool until I had to fly home. Clearly, I'm dead, and I got to start paying attention more because I wasn't paying attention. My flight originally was supposed to go out at like 4 o'clock their time, which is only an hour difference. It's not that much of a difference here. And I was supposed to go to LAX. Oh, no, I was supposed to go to Chicago originally. That flight got canceled, and I had to call them back to set up a new flight. And I didn't realize setting up the new flight, one, it pushed me back to 9 o'clock to fly out. And then 2, I was flying into LAX, and I had another layover in Dallas.
Whoa.
And then I had to fly back.
Damn.
Yo,
Whoa.
I didn't listen to him. I should have listened. I didn't hear that second layover. I would have been totally cool with just chilling in LAX or in LA for a little bit and then flying all the way back. But that extra one was where it did it. And I think I traveled for 24. It took me 24 hours.
Nigga, that's when
over
you.
24
I remember
hours.
you was texting us when we you landed from.
I was
like,
giving
nigga,
y'all
what kind
all of my
fucking
destiny.
flight
Yeah,
did you
nigga,
take,
it was the next day.
Whoa.
I told y'all when I was leaving. It was the next day when I was leaving from
So
Dallas.
you left Mexico at what time?
I left at 9 o'clock on Monday.
Night.
Yeah, Monday night. Was that Monday night? Yeah, so I'll give you that. All of my homeboys' flights was around that original time that I had. So they were all gone. So I had to go to the airport at 2 o'clock. So I was in the airport for 7 hours before I had to
Wow.
leave.
Nigga.
And my flight out of there wasn't until 9:45, 10 o'clock.
What, you just lay down or something? At
That's when I started watching the shows. I ended up watching the Worst Roommate Ever. I ended up catching up on all of Snowfall. It was so much time to waste. I had to figure out something to do in there. And they don't have a lot of ports where you can plug in shit. So I was like, I had to figure out a way to do that too. Man, that was a nightmare. And then
Seems like it, yo.
most of the flights home, I was riding in the middle. Listen, man, I'm an average person.
I know your neck was hurting.
So,
you ain't had no neck roll, did you?
I did. I had my neck
you had the
pillow,
neck
but it
roll
still
down?
don't matter.
Yeah,
You're in the middle. I
yeah.
can't really go too
Just
much
sitting
far
like-
this way, and I can't go too much far that way. So I just gotta lay back. No, man.
Disgusting. I know that was bad, bro.
I'm not a rich man, so I gotta travel with the economy class.
Nah, I respect it. I'm economy too.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, that was the worst part of the whole trip, coming back. Other than that, I was negativo. I had to get tested in order to get back into the States, so I'm good to go.
That's what's up, yo.
Good time, man.
I'm glad you got
Losing
to
my
get
boy
that
Mike
out,
on that.
especially after how shit been, yo, recently, dog. Like,
I haven't been
last
anywhere
2
in
years been a blur, yo.
I haven't been anywhere in
2.5 years. That
2
shit been
years.
stress.
I usually travel every year. You remember how it was? I had at least one trip, one big one, and maybe one small trip every year.
And think about it. Niggas had Trump, COVID, and now about to be war. Like, bro, come on, guys.
I mean, it is.
Ease up on the stress pedal,
The
dog.
$8 a gallon gas.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
See, I was about to complain about gas until one of my homegirls, she took a picture when she was at the gas station, and she lives in LA now. That
yeah,
shit-
it's wild.
I think it was like $7.50 or something, or
Yeah,
$7.10
it's
or
wild
something
out
like
there.
that. She
Somebody
said it costs
pointed it out.
$150 every time she fill a tank.
It's definitely on that I Am Legend shit they was talking about. You remember when you see the gas prices in that movie at one point? It's like $5 a gallon or something like that.
I forgot
We
about
at that moment, yo. Right now.
Like,
That's wild.
I drive an SUV, but it's pretty fuel efficient. So usually I don't spend more than $40 to like fill up. The other day, $55.
Yeah.
I wanted to cry.
Yeah. It went up astronomically.
Yeah.
Because I got a Honda. My shit, $35 back in the day from E, dog. Like, now, if I got a quarter tank left, I got to spend like 40, 50 just to get it like
Facts.
close to full. Like,
I put 50 in mine. I didn't even get full.
Nigga.
And I was at quarter tank. I was like, God damn.
I'm just thankful I set my
That was
overhead
another thing
in
that was a shock to the
position.
system when I came back. Because when I left, it was only like maybe 3 something. It was upper 3s, but it didn't surpass 4.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it coming back. And my area is like 450.
Yeah, because I really only have to get gas like once a week. So it was just like being at like $3.90. Then you go back like 6 days later and it's like $4.30. Like,
Yeah.
What's happening?
did
That's
y'all
crazy.
see that? So I saw this on TikTok. I did not.
They
see
getting
it.
all that motherfucking money they gave us back times
Okay.
10.
Facts.
Okay.
When Trump had us
Don't
off
think
the
you
road.
get no fucking free money and all them
Okay.
PPP scams and shit, and they not gonna make that shit back.
Yeah, man. Word to the gas niggas.
I didn't like dig in and actually like research, but I saw this TikTok and the girl was saying that there's an American astronaut in space and he's supposed to come home on the Russian like spaceship or whatever.
Shit.
And they talk about leaving him up there.
Damn. That's why the fuck you don't go to space unless you absolutely have to, nigga.
I really gotta look. I didn't even take a chance to like, Google it and see if it was real, but it's
That's
not
funny
funny.
as shit, either
but
way.
it's funny. Like I was laughing.
That's hilarious.
That's like my level of petty. Like, oh, you
That's
gonna play with
extreme.
me?
Like, oh, y'all gonna cut us off from
I'm
the
leaving
world?
your nigga in space.
I'm gonna leave that nigga in space. What's up?
No
That
gas.
was-
Damn.
We
Now
leaving
what's
your
up?
man's in space.
Talk to me nice.
Yeah, they.
Man.
I just don't understand why we always get involved in niggas' affairs, yo.
Okay.
Shit is fucked up here, bro.
We involved now? We over there?
It's just
Why
Biden be
the
talking
gas
shit
high?
like pump faking like we got the resources. Like nigga, relax.
He did
This is
dedicate
not
like
our-
10
this is
billion,
not-
didn't he? It was some kind of
This
billion.
is not our battle, yo. Let them scrap. I'm praying for everybody. It's fucked up here. Niggas be getting shot every day here, yo.
And you see how they were like leaving the Africans in the country and
Yeah, it
stuff?
was-
Yeah. First off, why the fuck you in Russia if you have any type of melanated skin, bro?
in Ukraine. They was in the Ukraine.
Still, yo, that's still sketchy.
We
yo.
everywhere. Like it's
teetering
not
the
really too
line.
many places that we are not.
Yeah,
It might not be a whole bunch of us, but we there.
You right. Yo, did y'all see the podcast guy? It went viral. Everybody saw it. He basically was saying like a woman that makes a lot of money is not attractive. Did you see that?
I saw it.
Bruh.
I didn't want to even give that shit.
Why would that be a bad thing?
Right.
They be goofy.
If both of y'all make bread, that would make life easy, bro.
Right.
Did you see the clip or the segment?
I saw the clip.
The segment broke it down a little bit better. Mm-hmm. So you could kind of understand where he's trying to come from. The clip is always going to be extremely salacious.
Yeah.
But I can get both sides though. But when you see a whole like segment, it makes more sense. And I don't watch the show. I just be like, when I see certain like joints that be like super salacious, I gotta watch the clip.
Yeah.
The whole segment, I mean. Because it's been a lot of stuff I jump on the gun in my mind and then I see the whole joint, like that's absurdly crazy. But
Yeah.
you get kind of a good overall perspective and it's a good conversation instead of just being like, yo, he's wild.
Yeah.
It makes a better conversation. Whether you agree with him or not.
I just think people aren't in tune with reality and expenses and an overhead. Think about it like this. If you make $100,000 and you got a bougie girl that you got to take care of and kids and all your bills and you got to keep yourself up, you're broke. Flat broke, dog. Like, y'all nails be expensive as shit. Hair be expensive as shit.
They definitely are.
Waxing, eyebrows, lashes, makeup, anything she wants. Like, bro, you got to... These guys aren't in reality. Like, you don't want to get a man that's just like, oh, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and you like, I got to struggle on the budget. Like,
Right.
why wouldn't both of us have bread?
You should just watch the segment, yeah.
Okay, I'll watch it.
I'm not saying you'll agree with it or not, but you'll get an understanding of why it was said more than just, I want to trick this broke. It ain't
I think my thing no more is to create that clip. So they put that clip out, or did somebody slice that?
I don't know. It just came out on the internet.
If somebody sliced it, then
that's
okay,
weird.
I see what you're saying. But if they put that clip out, then fuck them. Because
Okay.
y'all doing too
If
much.
they did,
I'm not
they really
really.
being trying to
Yeah,
be-
you trying to do
they
that.
trying to
You
be
did that for a
gross.
reason. Right. So even if it is a better explanation beyond that, cool. But you put that clip out knowing that it was going to cause people to be upset.
Yeah.
And it sounds dumb as shit. The thing is, live in your means. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. Don't judge her because that's what she wants off the shit, or because she's making more and you can't attain
Relax,
it. Now
bro.
she's
You
not
should be
attractive.
happy.
Nigga, you like her, you just can't afford it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And that means
Move on.
Yo, that means if
Niggas
y'all
gotta
like,
learn how to move
yeah.
on. That's the real case, yo. Like, yo,
Facts.
move the fuck on. Stop being a weird nigga, yo. Like, these niggas be on here, be 3 niggas sitting together talking about this shit. Weird. What are you doing?
Weird.
What the fuck are you doing?
Weird.
You don't have no other kind
Weird.
of counter act, like no kind of counter opinion or nothing.
Mad weird,
This shit
bro.
sound dumb with 3 niggas talking because it's 3 niggas talking.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Nah,
Extra
they
weird.
be having chicks on there too and be saying some wild
But
stuff.
they know what chicks to pick. They know what chicks to pick to say that dumb shit. Because I seen niggas get popped on too when they say dumb shit as well on the line when they get the wrong one.
Real talk,
Stop
what I will
saying
say is,
stupid
I've been
shit.
seeing a lot of like interactions. I've always said this on social media. Black men and black women are arguing way too much And I believe it's really encouraged to do that for a reason.
It is.
I've
You know
seen
that.
a lot of wild
That's why
shit
you
with
get.
it.
That's why you get
Men
the
and women
views
on
and everything
podcasts,
from
and I
that
don't
type
like it,
shit.
yo. I
That shit
really
get
don't
me
like
hot.
it.
I'm starting to sweat in here. I'm like, I don't like that.
Nah,
shit.
it's
Nah,
been
that
a
shit
lot of
is
stuff with
ridiculous,
it, yo.
man. I don't
like
It's
that shit.
That's
yo.
ridiculous. It's a plot, bro.
I've been saying this
Is that
for a while,
unplugged
but
from
now
the
it's
Matrix?
going on to podcasts, and I'm like, yo, it's way too much, yo. Like, this gotta stop.
Niggas be hurt. Just let that fucking hurt go. And niggas
Everybody's
is
hurt, yo.
that's what I'm saying.
problem.
Niggas is not just applicable to men when I say that. That's men and women. Let that shit go. Move on. I've been hurt, nigga. Like I don't be saying no dumb
Can't just
shit
be
like
angry.
that. Like yo, they
We're not
can't just be
19,
saying
bro.
shit.
Gotta buck up.
Or the men who get hurt when they were like 17.
Yeah.
No, that's most men.
Still holding
Now
that
they
shit.
now they 42.
I'm
They
not gonna
still
lie, I was
blaming it.
overly toxic from a situation like that for a long
Most
time. And
people
then when
will
I
be.
realized it, I was like,
Then you
you
gonna
was a
realize
lame-ass
like yo,
nigga,
you're
you burned hella
wilding.
bridges to good individuals because you was, just
Yeah.
think you had to move this way. It's definitely
Yeah, I'm not a
lame.
fan of the salacious alpha man talk shit. That's not my.
Yeah.
That's not my bag. You know, salute to him.
Say she earns a lot of money. Like
You instantly unattractive. Like nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? That sounds
you can make money
amazing.
and come around me.
That
shit.
sounds fucking amazing.
Like, yeah, we went on vacation. She took me out to a nice dinner.
We don't encourage women to be broke. We definitely don't do that over here, yo.
Don't be broke, please.
Get your money.
Yo,
It's your money.
it was an interesting fact. I was watching a documentary on YouTube, and I realized, what do black people call their grandfather?
Papa?
Yeah. White people say P-A-W, P-A-W, Paw
Paw
Paw.
Paw.
They were saying that the whole shit, and I was like, yo, why the fuck they keep calling this nigga Paw Paw? That's a white thing, yo. That's something we haven't taken from their culture, and I learned it.
Paw Paw.
I know about
Paw
you guys.
Paw.
They was like Paw Paw, yo. Also, you can tell their entitlement how they cross the street, yo. Like, yo,
Yeah.
I was
No,
at
they
Big
don't
Lots
ever
this
look
morning,
side.
the
They don't
bitch
look side
just
to
jumped
side.
out. Like, yo,
I'm walking.
what if I didn't see
Yeah.
you?
That's it for you.
She just straight. Bitch, I'm the pedestrian. I'm coming out on you, nigga. She was gonna get ran over though, cause
No,
yeah,
you're
gotta
not
be
used to
safe.
city life. That's what that is. Yo.
No,
City
I was,
life
I was,
like
I was
that.
up the street at Big Lots.
That's what I'm saying.
getting
You're
some
not
toilet
used
paper.
to seeing them people walk. I'm used to that.
Everybody
Ride
in
through
the streets,
DC, they don't give a
like-
fuck.
Yeah.
Like yo, if that light turn red or whatever it is, change over and they say the little
Jump in the
white
street.
animation for me to walk, I'm walking.
I
It
guess
could be
I'm too
niggas running from the
paranoid. Like,
cops.
I still be like,
It could be
I
niggas
look.
running from the cops. I'm still walking. That nigga should stop. For me.
Even when I see the cross sign come up, like, let me look first to make
Yes.
sure somebody not tripping.
That's what I'm saying. You
so I
never
don't
know.
Die out
He
here,
might
bro.
be trying to beat the red light, quote unquote. I know that. I've done it. So
Yeah,
Fast and the Furious niggas, man. Y'all seen Fast 9?
I haven't.
Yes.
I attempted to watch it on
They all
HBO.
run together. Fast 9 was when they went to space.
Yeah.
Right?
Tyrese and Ludacris was in space, my nigga. That's what I
Yes.
wanted to get to, and I'm happy she brought that up.
Well, I
'Cause
already
she
knew when
it
Idris
immediately
Elba was
where my
like
mind was
Superman.
going.
Like, yo, I was like, yeah, they just
That
going on
movie
some
was so
whole left
fucking
field
bad,
shit.
dog.
Oh yeah, that was Hobbs and Shaw, right?
Yeah, it's
With
Hobbs and
Idris,
Shaw.
Yeah, they all run together at this
Oh
point.
my God, man, it's so bad. Tyrese, I can see why he was waiting for this movie so hard. You remember when he was wilding out that year?
Yeah.
I can see why he was though, because he had mad lines in this movie.
Hey, yo,
He wanted to get them
wanted
lines
Fast
off,
9
yo.
out,
He
yo.
wanted to get them fucking lines off.
put it out, yo.
Yo, he been wanting that. I see it in his eyes, yo.
Joe wanted to.
He been
wanted to
needing
get his
that.
lines off.
The Rock was getting
I'm
his
not mad.
I
shine.
was getting in the way.
He was
That's
a
hilarious.
one-line king in all his
Yo.
choices.
Okay.
This one is even more. He's
Tyrese
delivering
really
joints
is
in this
so
one.
good, like in these movies though. It's just unfortunate how he acts in real life.
Yeah, he be wilding.
But
And Fast,
That shit is
like,
hilarious.
I'm happy this the last one that's coming up. 10. Don't ever bring that shit back, yo. No series.
They doing 10?
They doing it.
They
They
said
got to
they
do the
wanted to
final.
go to 10,
It's
yeah.
It's one left. That's what.
Shout out all them niggas, man. I wish I got casted in
What was
that
his
bitch.
name that died? Paul Walker? Was that
Yeah.
his name?
Yeah, but they said
him.
Paul
Rest
Walker
in
wanted to
peace.
go to 10.
He wanted 10.
Cause when did he die?
Shout out Paul
Number 6, 7?
Bruh, I think
It was
that was
around
like
5 or 6, I think,
it
or
was
something like
7.
that. Was it
He
7?
was in 7.
Fast 7? Then it was
Like, he
Fast
was
7.
still in
Oh, yeah,
7,
because they
right?
had to CGI his face at the end of the joint. Because I
With
think he
his
died
brother-
within that. or
yeah, his
something.
brother-
Oh yeah, and
played-
they had
brother
the
played
Wiz
a lot of the
Khalifa
roles.
song that was on
Yeah.
the soundtrack.
Yeah, that
And
song was
when
hard.
you're rolling slow.
That song still get me sad
don't even
to this
remember that
day.
shit.
Yeah, I
nigga.
can't. That song is
You
really
just
sad.
definitely said some random
I
lyrics.
remember when Ben Diesel
I just
was
remember
singing
a
the
motherfucker
song
singing
and
on that.
crying. I
Yeah.
was like, oh yeah, I can't do this.
It's
Yeah,
been
sad.
a long day
Hey,
since I see you, my friend.
Hey,
It was
hey.
mad sad while they was driving off on the cliffs.
Yes.
The sides of
I
LA.
see you again.
Yeah, no, I was sounding Novi was see him again.
Yo, when they split the fork in the road, I almost tear
Yes.
up.
Nigga got emotional
Fuck, I was like, no, not my son.
Y'all know I
That
cried
is
in
wild
movies.
sad. No, that's sad as shit.
And
I be
then the
crying all the
next
time,
movie is
man.
when
Yeah,
they,
that shit sad as fuck.
They named the baby Brian.
Yeah.
I-
He's in this one too, yo. Nigga like 3 already know what
Right.
to do when he
was
sees
choked
some
up.
shit coming up. Yeah, that's what had me pissed off too. One of the scenes, he was like, Vin Diesel looked at the little boy. He had to be 3 years old. He looked at him. He was like, "You remember what I taught you, right?" And the nigga just jumped up off the bike and ran and knew exactly what to do. Stop it, nigga. That's a
It's Vin
3-year-old
Diesel,
little boy.
It's
He
Vin
has
Diesel.
no idea what to do.
That's like when the woman be making them posts like, my son said, "Mommy, you don't ever have to want for nothing."
Yeah,
I got
He's
you.
2. He's
Yeah.
2. He didn't say
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
He didn't even say, he said nothing.
He just wanted to watch
coherent.
Aquanauts, whatever that shit is that you watch.
The little Coco Melon or
Yeah,
whatever.
he just wanted to watch his show. He wanted the tablet. He just
and
wanted
you
the
want,
tablet.
and you wanted him to pump your gas for this photo.
Yes. That's terrible, yo. I swear, when I have a kid, I don't have a child yet. But I'm not gonna do weird shit like that. Like, yo, you're not gonna have to do skits and shit, yo.
I'm gonna have my kid on that. Yeah, he's not gonna be doing skits. I'm definitely gonna be taking pictures.
You saw the one
Yeah.
joint when the girl was like, yo, she kept spraying her son's head with like this like water like bottle thing, like laughing. The nigga was crying. I'm like, why the fuck you doing that shit? Bitch, he don't want that shit going on. I was mad as shit, yo. I was like, yo, why the fuck would you do that to your child?
For the views. You
But
gotta
yo,
do it
if
for
your
the
child
views,
is like
Mike.
literally crying, I'm be like, all right, yo, my bad, yo, you don't want to do the basketball video. Yo,
It was my fault, son.
Go
My
chill.
fault. I'ma
Go
turn this
chill,
off. I'ma
son.
delete this
I ain't know
video.
you
I
was
don't want
gonna
niggas to
feel
even
like
know
that,
this
yo.
happened.
Go to your room. I'll give you a couple dollars for the Xbox game. You feel me? Like that's how a parent's supposed to do it. I was confused, yo.
Nah, people doing a lot for the online fame, man.
Yeah.
And black people, one of the worst investments ever. Well, let me start the story at the top. I see a kid walking from high school, or walking to high school, heading towards my job, and I'm like, why is this kid walking like this, yo? And I noticed he had on a pair of Air Force Ones. I was like, yo, those might be the worst investment of all time. Like, this nigga was struggling getting up the hill. I'm like, yo, you might as well have wore some Crocs or something. You young nigga, I know you got some Crocs or something to walk to school in. He was trying to walk
His feet
in
was
them
too
bitches
heavy.
like, yo, I know he had his feet curled up in them bitches. And I was like, yo, it's not worth it, yo. It's not worth it.
See,
and
that's
then once
not
you
on
crease
there,
them, you
no.
can't rock them no more.
Right.
Like, it's a waste of money.
What you
yo.
doing? I don't like that though. Cause what you say? What did you say? Who'd you blame that on? You blame that on the parents or the kids?
No, I was saying black people, we just gotta stop buying those because those are terrible shoes.
Nah,
you can't even
man.
walk.
Forces
In
is
them
forces. Forces.
I have a pair
crispy,
of Forces. Go to my house
crispy
right now. I got
Forces?
a white pair of Forces you can have.
Crispy forces.
I never
is
wore them because
fire,
I was
man.
like, nigga, I can't even step in
But it's
these.
something about them though. You gotta have. I can't do that.
Cause don't you
I
just gotta
can't
like
do
pick
that.
your whole foot up?
Bro, you literally can't even step.
Or get the shield on it. You could buy the shield, get it like a half size.
The
bigger,
shields
get
wasn't
the
out
shield.
back in the day. I remember niggas used to have the
shield
grocery
out now.
bags wrapped on their
I
feet.
remember that. I
Wait, so
remember
what's the
Niggas
shield?
straight walk.
It's a shield that protects the toe of it. Mm-hmm. So
that
when
you
you
can
walk
bend your
in,
foot?
it doesn't. Yeah, you still could walk your foot, but the shield will kind of keep it in place, like as
Okay.
if your foot was in place. Now I can't imagine if that's not hurting the top of your foot. It's got to be
Right.
hurting it. I never done the shield. I was doing.
I don't condone Air
I
Force
was
Ones,
doing the duck
regardless.
walk. I definitely duck walked it, or got it like a half size
Too
smaller.
much, yo.
It was either a half size smaller or a duck walk.
That's too much, yo.
That's why I don't wear them shits
Shouldn't
like that.
torture yourself
I got
like
Crocs
that.
on right now.
yo.
I'ma
Like, it's
always
too
have
many
Crocs on.
comfortable
I love
shoes.
Crocs.
If we ever get on stage, I'm gonna have Crocs on, nigga. That's how it goes.
I'm gonna have on tennis, but they will be comfortable, and I will not have to walk.
Or
like that. I can
comfortable
walk regular.
tennis. I'm not gonna have the designer fucking shits on my big toe hurting and shit.
I didn't even own Crocs until the pandemic hit, and it changed my life.
Man, salute that. What was your boy Nate? That's who got me into him. I seen him come through the crib one time when it was pandemic time as well.
That's because he a barber. They gotta be comfy, yo. Like them niggas be on their feet all
You got
day,
the hair
yo.
coming through the sock holes.
Nah, he might. Some days I actually have seen him cut with Crocs
Gotta
on.
wash.
It's rare.
You gotta wash. I mean,
But
you wash
gotta
socks.
think they be
though.
on their
It's
feet
not
like they gotta
you-
be up on a motherfucker all
If
day.
you're a responsible person, you should be taking them bitches off before you get into bed, at least.
Yeah.
At least take them bitches off before you get into bed.
Nah,
Don't come
shout
in
out
with
Nate.
the
Nate
ass
is
on.
one of the most cleanliest
Who
niggas of all
was getting
time.
in
That's
the
hilarious.
bed with their Crocs on?
Yeah, come
Not
on.
with the Crocs. I'm saying the socks.
Yeah,
From the Crocs. Like if you cutting hair and you got them same socks on, you can't get in bed. You gotta take them bitches
The
off.
hairy socks would
Yeah.
definitely be a
The hairy
disaster in the
socks.
bed.
Can't take them shits off. Bro. You gotta take them socks
You roll
off.
over it, just be random
The
hair
Crocs.
on
Yeah, if you wearing Crocs in the bed, you gotta
terrible.
go to jail tonight.
Yeah, yo. Crocs in the bed? Why? That's confusing.
That's a serial killer, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Lock him up immediately.
Yeah. And shout out to Sam Jack. All y'all, I just bought my Apple TV subscription. It's $4.99 a month. And they got a 7-day free trial. So I want all y'all to tap in. I started that show, The Last Days of Ptolemy Gray.
I do plan to start.
Bro,
that.
with
I had,
Samuel L. Jackson, the first episode almost pulled the tear out of me, yo.
Really?
This shit is
real?
amazing. Like
drama?
Like the plot, it's a drama. The plot is like a old guy battling dementia. And his favorite nephew that like he only got one nephew that check on him and stuff like that. And it's amazing, bro. Like, and you see like
It's like that.
it's amazing, bro. Like, if this was a movie,
What makes it amazing?
I'm like
is
this.
Is it the
Sta-
what you
it's
see
Sam,
or
yo.
is it words?
Sam
Is it
Sam is on his as elite as you can acting shit right now. Like, you know, like Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant. He didn't
No, I know
say
what you're
much. It was like his face, like the motion. He can't remember something. Like he's
One of the
playing
most
having
versatile
dementia
actors.
so well. And it's like his old memories from back in the day had come out. Like it was like this one super powerful scene. I almost cried, yo. His nephew was taking him home from the bank. And he only trusted that nephew because his family, you know how black people are, doing petty shit because he couldn't remember and stuff like that. And he thought he saw his old wife. Like, because you know dementia, like once it get bad, it start fucking you up.
Yeah, I know.
And he got real good health, like physically, but his mental was bad. And he thought the woman was his wife. He tried to touch her. The lady started wilding him, like this, that, and it was crazy, yo. Like it was super emotional. I think y'all will love it.
Okay.
Samuel L. Jackson is great.
I'm gonna give
Thank
you
you,
a
sir.
to try today.
Yeah, 7 day. Get on that 7-day trial, please, everyone, because we need to reconvene and speak on
I'll say
this.
my 7-day trial been up. I've been paying that $5.
Yeah, no. I'm
keep
definitely,
sneaking
because
up
they
on
got
me.
another Tom Hanks movie too that they dropped on there. They got all kind of stuff.
They got
And
a lot
it's a
of
show
shit.
called The Servant on there.
They got a
Yeah,
lot of
I
shit.
saw
really
the first
good.
season, but I haven't seen.
I'm gonna check it out.
The first two
I'ma get on
seasons
there
I've
at some
seen.
point.
I haven't seen the third one, but I'm definitely about to binge now that I have it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
You
definitely.
caught the Lakers joint, the Showtime Lakers biopic
I did.
series they got.
I did.
How you feel about that?
I don't really like the actor that's playing Magic Johnson right now, yo.
I like him.
I felt like
I feel like it's a good portrayal of him. What I don't like is that cut to the camera shit they doing.
I like the Jerry Buss, like making
need
it
to
like
stop
super
that.
70s, but like the Magic Johnson actor is just like
They need to stop cutting to the camera and looking at the camera and they explaining whatever's happening at the moment. Just have it happen.
it's
I feel like that's
early.
lazy.
It's just like the acting with the main pivotal piece. I feel like that's gonna be the cancer of the show.
I like Magic. He looks like Magic. He looks like a young Magic.
But like you remember the scene where he got like the starting point guard at the time like stripped him and stuff. I was just like, yo, his acting isn't that good.
I like it, man. I don't like though, like I said, office style. Look to the camera, start talking to the camera type shit.
I think that's because they trying to build the 70s vibe. Because you even see with
It's
the filter
lazy.
they be throwing on there.
It's fucking lazy.
It is lazy.
All you have to do is just act the scenes out, and we'll understand what's happening. We know what time frame this is. We know what was going on. They call them the Showtime Lakers for a reason. The nigga caught the big one for a reason. He was wilding, and that's all they building up to is to. I think they're going to take it to when he caught that, because that's how they started.
Yeah, that
first
was how they
episode
started the
off.
first one.
But yeah, it reminded me also of what was the shit with Will Ferrell, the basketball movie, Semi-Pro.
Semi-pro, yeah, definitely.
Reminded me
It's
of
just
that.
the 70s filter on that, John.
I enjoy it. I'm gonna definitely watch it. It was wilding though. I had it on at work. I didn't know it was gonna be all that action in there like that at the very top of it.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I expected more from the first, because it's so much great shit now. Like, if you watch
It's the
that
first
Samuel L.
episode,
Jackson
though.
show, you gonna be like, God damn.
He just
If
got
you
to-
watch like shows like, yo, I don't give shows passes now. You gotta be upper echelon if you're
But
gonna
he
be that
just
type of
got
show.
to the Lakers. I just feel like it was the setup. I feel like it was a great little setup in my eyes.
Yeah.
In my eyes, I felt like it was good.
I think it
And
might
again,
be
this
cheese,
is a
bro.
Lakers basketball joint. I don't know if you watched it.
I haven't watched it, but I know what you're talking about.
Winning time, yeah.
Yeah.
It's on HBO Max. So
Yeah, every
it's
time I open HBO Max, it'd be right there.
right
Yeah.
there, smacking white boy and then Lakers joint. But yeah, I like Magic.
But I feel like-
so you don't like the nigga playing Magic? He looks like Magic.
I just, with HBO shows, I automatically compare you to like Insecure or like fucking Euphoria or fucking what's the show with the superheroes, The Watchmen, shit like that. I'm like, this has to be great, nigga. Even that show Love Life, yo, like every episode you gonna be like, I'm in it. I was like, I'm not really in it. I don't know. Like, did you see it yet?
Nah, not yet.
Still haven't watched either.
Didn't really do much for me.
Oh, the Lakers joint you talking about?
Yeah, I didn't really like it like that.
I'll see what press they say.
But I still
respect
can't
his-
say because it's the first episode.
I respect
it's
his
just like-
basketball opinion a little bit. I can see if he'll like this shit or not. They haven't really showed too much basketball, of course, but it's not about that.
Yeah.
I like Kareem too. The guy playing Kareem. That's like I feel like they was all good characters picked for those roles.
Yeah. I don't know. The Jerry West thing was throwing me off too. I'm like, I don't know about this.
You think he was a dick like that?
I believe it, but like, it just wasn't.
I
that.
think he was, and I think he didn't believe in magic. That's usually how it goes.
But you gotta think for back
You
then.
think
it was
you think
no tall point
Harbaugh really
guards.
wanted Lamar?
Nah.
Exactly.
They don't look at it like that.
Exactly, nigga. They
This
ain't want
nigga was
them
like, I
niggas.
need my job. I gotta pull
Yeah.
the fucking rabbit out the hat. Put this nigga in here. And he did it.
He didn't want Lamar. He just saved his job though.
Yeah.
It's probably the same thing for Jerry West. He ain't want that nigga.
Facts.
See what happened though when they got him.
Yeah.
That was the first time you see the big point guard. 6'9",
Yeah.
niggas like
That's why they
LeBron
was
size.
doubting him.
Yeah. And that boy did do him dirty. If that was real, like a real story at the party, he got did dirty at the, what were they, at the Playboy Mansion or some shit like that? They were somewhere.
I think so. Yeah. Was you in on Abbott Elementary?
Yes, I think I have like another episode or two,
Yeah.
or one or two. But
Who's
yeah.
your favorite character right now?
I love Everybody Hates Chris.
Okay. Okay.
What's his name on the
Told
show?
you, Greg.
Yeah.
That's Rich. That's Rich as a teacher, yo.
Favorite character.
That's literally
Except
Rich
for
as
when
a
he saw
teacher.
you. Well, I can't say it because you probably ain't see it yet, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, we're not gonna spoil it, but it's hilarious. I've been actually listening to the rapper from that show, Zach Fox.
He actually rapped.
He actually
He's a real
raps.
rapper?
Yo,
The boyfriend?
yeah, you know he's the guy that made the viral song "I'm Depressed." You know the I don't want to say it on here because I know we've got some holy individuals that watch, but you know, but you better praise God. Put that shit
that
on
was
God.
him?
That's him.
I didn't
That's
know that
him.
was him.
And he has like an album out, and it's fire, yo.
Wow.
It's called "Shut the Fuck Up Talking to Me," and like he got some. It's actually hard. Like yo, I'm like
Wow.
he's a rapper.
That's a good one, man.
He's a real
I
rapper.
didn't know you found that one. That's
He's a
good.
rap. His name's Zach Fox.
That's
Zach
crazy.
Fox.
Yeah.
Z-A-C-K or H?
ZACKFOX.
Okay.
And then I also was on my YouTube music. Y'all been listening to anything? Because I always going on my musical stuff.
So you know I love Jasmine Sullivan. So like last month she did the Hotels Part 2.
Okay.
So I still been playing that.
It's fire. You recommend it?
Absolutely.
I'm a jam it because
Yeah,
she's
I'm a-
talented.
Yes. She's my favorite artist. I love Jasmine
I
Sullivan.
remember you used to say that.
Yes.
Jasmine been fire
Yes.
since the Lions, Tigers, and Bears days.
Okay.
That is a great song.
What? That shit
Yo,
was
I forgot
crazy.
about that song,
That song
bro.
was my shit.
That is a beautiful song, bro. I was on that Aaliyah, I Care For You. I went back in the bag, bro. Like,
Okay,
I was
okay.
like, okay. And then I had to get my 95 bag with D'Angelo. Because I was always hip to Maxwell, but like D'Angelo, I only knew his like main songs, but I never like
Yeah.
listened to
Same
like
thing
the
with me.
deep cuts from him. It's good. It's good. It's good. I think y'all should tap in.
He's fat now.
He is?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yo was the first dark-skinned, light-skinned nigga, yo. He never had a shirt on back then.
Right.
I feel like, yo, if you bumped his music, you had to wear, like, a blazer with nothing under it. And you had to have, like, the slim fit dress pants with no shoes and socks on, just walking around barefoot, yo.
But I heard that really got
No
to him. That's why
deodorant.
he ended up just like gaining the weight. He said it was so much pressure to keep his body like that.
Oh.
Like he
He's
was in
tired
that
of eating
video.
kale salads. He was probably eating kale back in the
Well,
day.
he done lost some weight since he had blew up.
He dropped some?
Completely.
Yeah, he
and
was
kinda
big,
came
big.
Back down. Yeah.
So he's healthy style age wise, you say?
I think
a little bit over,
yeah,
maybe a little bit
Because he
under.
did the verses and he didn't look too crazy.
He definitely
See,
was
I didn't
smaller
see
on
the verses.
verses.
Who did he battle? Raheem
Nobody.
Devon?
No.
Oh.
It was
The
crazy.
rumor was we wanted Maxwell, but I guess Maxwell didn't want to do it. That's the rumor.
So it was like D'Angelo and Friends or
And
something.
Friends.
Your boy bitched out, man. It sound like.
No, it's because Maxwell realizes he's a legend.
He knew he would crush him.
annihilate
He
that
would
nigga.
annihilate
D'Angelo's
that
a legend
nigga
too,
down.
yo. He's actually.
Maxwell got...
I don't
Yo,
think-
Maxwell would annihilate him, bro.
I don't think so, Mike.
It's annihilation, yo.
My man's D'Angelo's actually credited with, I believe, Brown Sugar is considered to be the first mainstream like
Nigga saying,
neo soul album. If I'm not mistaken. Like he's a certified legend, bro. Like
Yeah.
But Maxwell kept it going.
He had
We
Voodoo,
got-
and
we-
then he had the last joint was the Vanguard. It was a little bit different. That joint, I'm not a huge fan of like awards, but that joint won Grammys. That joint was fire, yo. Like you gotta tap. See, you that wasn't your guy. So
No. I was inwardly on like the first 2 albums right now. I feel like Raphael Sadiq is better in my opinion.
But you know, I rock with Maxwell too. So.
Yeah, I mean,
You say Raphael Sadiq is better than
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo?
To me.
Well, yeah, I can see that.
to me, yeah, to me, I feel like that.
I was excited when you were talking about my jam.
Which one?
Still Ray.
Yes.
That's my song.
Bro, when I didn't know about that album.
That's my jam.
I
love
listened,
that
I was like,
song.
it's no skips. This is an amazing album. Like
That is my jam.
amazing, beautiful. I'm glad you like that song. You're a legend for that.
And I've been listening to the Mary J. Blige album was good.
It was the new one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tap in. I've been on the first album, yo. Like that ain't hard, yo.
Because you watched the documentary,
Yes.
right? Yeah, that
Yes.
was good.
She got a doc?
I broke down
About
crying on
My
that
Life
doc, yo.
What?
My life.
What is that?
It's on Prime.
Yo, it's on Amazon Prime. That shit sad as
gotta
hell.
watch that.
Well, it's
I didn't
good,
know
but it's
nothing about
sad
that.
too, yo. I ain't know
Yeah,
she
all
went
the
through
I
all
know
that
she
shit.
went through. I knew she did.
I didn't know she went
I
through
just
all that
never
shit.
heard like the full stories. I gotta watch
Like
that.
one of the stories she talks about is because you know she was dating
Yeah.
Casey.
Yeah.
Casey,
Casey
yeah.
and Joe
He was
Delonte.
big back then when they was dating.
He
They
was
was
wild
both
though.
like,
He's a wild ass boy.
Right, and it was such like a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
So she talks about that and stuff.
I want to
So
watch.
and you know he was on them drugs hard, yo.
Facts.
hard.
That nigga now, I'm like, yo, just
Nigga
yo.
said time slipping away from me.
I was like, damn,
time
yo, this
slipped
nigga
away,
is
bro.
high as a
I would randomly bust
motherfucker.
out at work saying that.
Funny as
I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 3
Every
o'clock.
time,
Time slipping away from me.
I'm like, oh wow. They
Damn.
filming
Y'all
that nigga
see he
like
got
that.
some new teeth? Y'all seen that?
No, he got the.
Cause you know Jodeci on
giblets.
tour.
He got the
That,
giblets.
yeah, I was
Kendra,
like,
you always following the R&B
I was like, hold
tours.
up. I'm like, what's going on in his
They
mouth?
looking alright though, cause you heard what I said about Genuine a few weeks ago. I don't want them niggas to relapse. I'm saying it's no
Jenny.
They
bullshit.
looking good. They looking good.
I'm sad about
Y'all
Genuine.
been seeing cause they on tour. I think Jodeci is on tour with New Edition.
I think so, yeah.
Cause y'all been
What?
seeing all the
Oh,
videos of Bobby
shit.
Brown or out of Rough. I
Bobby
want them to
is
stop
definitely
showing
outside.
Bobby. Okay,
The
Bobby has
Bobby
been
jaw.
through a lot.
Yo, Bobby a real nigga though, yo.
Got that
Bobby is
cocaine
hard,
jaw.
yo.
Bobby looking out of breath.
My man
okay?
coming up, have you said the truth about her Roni? She's a real pretty girl. I'm like, yo, this nigga
They got the
come out
Ronies
really,
playing?
really
If you
getting it.
believe in love and all the things it do to you.
Yo, that shit was hard, yo. That was a different time, yo.
Bobby
My man Q Sweat had to school him though, yo.
He
I
did.
told you
He
beforehand,
smoked him a little bit.
They
He smoked him.
they thought about. I said, Q Sweat, y'all sleeping on him.
Yo,
Yes.
he's such an R&B
That's because
thug,
Keith
yo.
Sweat still smack niggas
Why you thugging niggas,
in the
Keith?
club.
So
Keith
I-
was smacking nigga in the club today.
I randomly met
yeah.
Keith
At
Sweat
76.
like
Play
10
with
years
niggas.
ago.
For real?
Yeah, and he looked the same. Like he's not aging.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's being healthy, yo.
Yeah.
Gotta promote that, especially amongst black people. Just being healthy, man.
Yeah.
It was
Nah, he
good to
seemed like,
see
yo, he
on some
was
healthy
on
shit.
Other shit.
Little
At one
bit.
time, he just disciplined.
A little bit off key. It was good to see Delonte West at least trying out for the big three joint. I was happy to see that. Yo. It's been a rough few years for that nigga, man.
That's why he was like on drugs and stuff,
Yeah.
right?
He had like a lot going on. I think he's considered as bipolar. I don't want to give his whole.
No disrespect, he still looks like he's on
diagnosis.
drugs. That photo made
It
me
looks a little, bro.
scared.
It looks a
That
little,
photo
bro.
made me scared.
He
yo.
probably just came off. I'm not gonna
I'm
hold
like,
you. It's probably
that
only been
nigga
like
is
6
high
months.
right now.
Wait, because now I want to see the picture.
I hope he
You
played.
remember when Denzel shout out Ant? He was like, "I'm drunk right now.
I'm drunk.
I'm drunk right now."
They said,
That
I'm high
nigga was
right
smack
now.
right now.
Nigga
I'm
smack right now.
I'm smack right now.
I'm smacked right now. It's funny.
Yo,
I want to see stop, yo. I was trying to get a nigga praise, yo, but that's funny.
nah, the
Shit.
picture scared me
I'm
because
smacked right now.
he looked healthy at first. Yeah,
Yep.
like, I was like, nigga,
He looked like a fiend, son, don't he?
like, bro, bro,
He's trying, though. He's
phone
trying.
number.
That's a hard one, yo.
He looked healthy a couple weeks ago though. That's
He's
why I got scared. I was
bipolar,
like, yo,
like, that
nah,
shit'll
yo,
really
he
get
on some
you.
shit, bro.
Don't do it to Delonte like that.
Oh yeah, I told him I was going to give him a shout out this episode. Shout out Vondo,
Yes,
Personal
sir.
Protection Lifestyle
Get the
LLC.
gats up legally.
He has the HQL training course for your handgun license. So if you want to get a handgun for your home or anything like that, it's going to be on March 26th at the Owings Mills Gun Tree, 12 to 4 p.m. Tap in Personal Protection Lifestyle LLC. I told him I would give him a shot. I remember it. I looked at the topics. Go there. Sign up. Be the 100th student. I'm sure. Do you listen to? You probably don't listen to Benny the Butcher, do you?
That's funny.
Tana Talk 4 is actually a really good album.
Okay, we can talk a little bit
It's
about
thugged out. It's thugged out. Yo, he's talking about his days selling crack. Yo,
I think
but-
Press, they seen when I put the tweet out, I put it up. I had the pot with the Pyrex in it, put it over the fire. That's how I felt when I put that bitch.
Yo, everything I've been cooking, I've been staring at slowly, bumping that shit.
Make sure it bubbles.
Spaghetti noodles.
You don't want to overcook the shit.
Bubbling.
Don't overcook the rock. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel when I come out of the
No,
Tana
he's like
Talk.
a super drug dealer
When I
rapper.
come out of the
but
Tana
this shit is
Talk, I feel
fire.
like a drug dealer.
Yo, and it gets you in that mode. That's how I know we getting old.
He said he had the
though, 'cause I really love
fentanyl
that
back
shit.
in the day.
Yeah, that's what he said.
He said he had it
Before y'all
before
knew
we
what
knew it was fentanyl. Yo, he was stepping on it.
Damn. You was
Wow.
Damn. He was stepping
that
on the
fentanyl
fent back
shit is out
then.
of
Him
control,
and Pusha
dog.
T should drop an album called
Facts.
Watch the Kitchen, yo.
Yo.
Watch the kitchen.
Watch
Hey,
the
Press
kitchen.
yo. Hey, Press yo.
Watch the kitchen.
Or watch the pots. Some shit like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Something like that would be fire. Pyrex Boys.
Did you listen to Young Roddy's new album?
I haven't listened yet, but I'm gonna definitely get to that.
Never
That's this
Question
week.
God is really
That's-
good.
That's this week for sure.
Never Question God.
It's
is really
fire.
good.
Who's on the? What's the feature?
You remember I told you about Nipsey and Dom Kennedy and people like that back in the day.
Oh my gosh, when Nipsey Hussle got killed, the first person I thought of was Mike.
I was sad. I just wasn't one of
Me
those
and
OD
him
niggas where I
actually-
wilded out. I was definitely sad though.
I called him on the day of the funeral. Yo. I actually cried. When
Yeah, that shit
when
was
his
sad as
big
shit,
brother
yo.
was
I was like,
delivering and
damn,
shit. I
yo.
couldn't imagine having.
He
that.
finally came in
I was
fruition.
like, oh my gosh, Mike.
That
I
shit
had to
blow
call him. I'm like, Mike.
I was hella sad.
Bro, I was
yo.
like 16, 17 when I was listening to Nipsey, yo.
Yeah, Nipsey, he's been off.
See, I wasn't hip. I got
Okay,
hip
I didn't know about him
around
until
Crenshaw. I remember you was on the Marathon Jones, but I didn't really listen to it.
I
'cause
got
was so
introduced
big
to
on
him
Currency
from
back then.
old homegirl back in the day. I don't want to put her name out there either, but she was listening to it heavy, and I seen her on like way back in the day. She posted a picture on something, and I started listening. It was years ago. Though. I think I was still in school.
It was like Bullets Ain't Got No Name. It was like, that's when I
See,
started
when
really
I
just like, yo,
the
this-
first one I could think
It
of,
hurt, yo.
what was Rose?
That shit was sad as fuck, bro.
What was it, Rose?
And he got killed in his
Clique?
neighborhood. He was the first
Can't remember what the
successful
name of that
person to
shit
go
was.
back and
Yes.
try to build his community. He was like, yo,
then
I'm
got
not about to
killed
get
there.
super Hollywood just because I got all the money. I'm going to build a healthy spot where niggas can eat and have this cool clothing store right here that brings money all into our community.
I heard the rapper Yuckmouth explain like why he dipped before he actually went to the store because he didn't like how the alley was. That's right near it. I was actually out there. I was like, yeah, that's definitely dangerous because once you come around that joint, as soon as you hit up there, you can like hit a straight line straight to the store, yo, and you ain't gonna have a chance to get out of the way. I heard him explain it before I went there, and then I went there. I was like,
I unfortunately
yo,
watched
that
the
alley
video
was dangerous, yo.
of him
Oh,
dying.
really? It's a video?
Yeah, back then I haven't looked it up since that happened, but I was thrust upon it. If somebody put it on a timeline, you see him get killed.
People
And I
so
see what you're saying.
desensitized, yo.
Yeah, that
Like,
joint's
why you
just
filming
dangerous,
that
bro.
shit, bro?
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what
it
I'm
was
saying.
a,
You gotta make sure your mental shit is straight before you get on social media. I feel
It
like
wasn't
you should have to
somebody.
put
It was
that
like
in.
the cameras from like either the store.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it was the surveillance cameras.
shit. Surveillance shit. I'm just saying, seeing it. You shouldn't. I was forced to see it almost.
But I saw somebody literally recording, like, it was like a little boy. He probably was like maybe like 10, 12 years old. And he was kicking his grandmother, like an old woman.
And
like,
it sound
literally
like it
trying
was
to
a-
fight her.
it sound like it was
And
an
it was
adult
somebody
recording.
recording it. Like,
It sounded like it was an adult recorded it. If it wasn't fake, I would have been. It's no reason that them boys shouldn't have been snatched up.
Yo.
At the minimum, yo. Like, what
That's
are y'all
crazy.
doing? What y'all doing?
if
That's
I
granny.
have a child
That's granny. Huh?
and you do that to my mom's, I'm beating your ass.
Absolutely.
Bad. Like, yo, shit was sad as hell, dog.
He
Like,
said, "Guess
and
who's
somebody
going to
recorded it,
jail
yo. That's
tonight?"
how desensitized people are now. But yeah. Plug your brand one more time.
Everything you got.
We need you to plug it.
Everything you got coming up, and we'll
Yeah.
have you back through again.
All right, so everybody can follow me at Black Girl Horror, Instagram, Facebook. Contact me for the book club if you want to join the book club, so you can come to the book club meeting. And we just out here, watching these scary movies.
Yes. Support Black Girl Horror.
Yeah.
The book club, everything. Go read the write-ups on the movies. It's
Yes.
extensive and amazing. You be having all the classics.
Thank you.
Yep. And we got episode 205, and we always got to say rest in peace to Big Reese.
As always, one question at the end. What is Dr. Pepper and Mr. Pibb? What kind of soda is that to y'all?
I don't drink either one of them.
But, like, what style soda is that?
Oh, is it like
Birch beer?
A cola?
Is it not considered, y'all wouldn't consider that root beer?
I think it's like a birch beer or like root beer or something like that. I think.
All right, so this is just fascinating.
It is similar to root beer.
I
Now
had
that you
an
say it.
argument.
I think that was what's that thing they say where you like look at something and you don't realize it because it's two different.
I don't know. But I had an argument with someone recently about if this was root beer because I always thought Dr. Pibb or what was it Mr. Pibb and Dr. Pepper. I almost mixed the shit up on some dyslexia.
I don't even know if I know what Mr. Pibb tastes like.
I thought it was root beer my whole life, and apparently it's not, and it's blowing me.
What is it?
Some kind of cola, like
Yeah,
y'all
I
said.
figured it's
So
just a
y'all was
cola.
right. I thought it was root beer. It fucked me up. 205. We'll see y'all next week.
Nah, that's gonna get us engagement because I didn't know that.
Yo, shit
That
blew
is
me.
hilarious.
I was arguing with her for a minute.
They asked me what I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life. I said, bro, I'm coaching life. They asked me what I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life. I said, bro, I'm coaching life.